Shalom, shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Bakar Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders that do well a great millstone. Peace and salutation to the Akim Mode pushing his gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom to the humble and sincere sisters out there as well. The brother Kalam from the GMS Rand Camp coming back with another lesson entitled Yet War Was in Their Hearts. And the inspiration for this lesson comes from this piece of history here, with a man by the name of Judas Maccabeus, a powerful, truly, in my opinion, one of the greatest warriors, to ever be in Israel. When you read about the things that he did and the way in which they fought, and the amount of times that they were outnumbered, and even the people that they were fighting against, the various Greeks that they were fighting against, is truly you could clearly see that the spirit of Yahweh was upon him and upon his brethren and upon those that were in the battle too. Alright, so this is our incident here where Nicanor, right, he tried to he tried to trick and fool Judas Maccabeus into a truce, when in all honesty all he wanted to do was ambush them. You understand? They let the guard down and he would have ambushed them, So let me just get into it one time. First Maccabees 7 verse 26. Then the king sent Nicanor, one of his honorable princes, a man that bare deadly hate unto Israel, which commandment to destroy. Right, and I think Nicanor was sent by Demetrius. You understand? Right, so Nicanor wasn't, I'll mix it up. Nicanor was like a prince that was sent by Demetrius, right? And Nicanor was chosen because of his hatred that he had towards Israel. You understand? So verse 26, right? I read verse 26, verse 27, verse 28. It say, verse 27. So Nicanor came to Jerusalem with a great force, and sent unto Judas and his brethren deceitfully with friendly words, saying, Let there be no battle between me and you. I will come with a few men, that I may see you in peace. He came therefore to Judas, and they saluted one another peaceably. Albeit the enemies were prepared to take away Judas by violence, which thing after it was known to Judas, to wit, that he came unto him with deceit, he was so afraid of him, and would see his face no more. Nicanor also, when he saw that his counsel was discovered, went out to fight against Judas beside Kafar Salama, where there were slain of Nicanor's side about 5,000 men, and the rest fled into the city of David. You understand? So literally, this is what Esau is about. You understand? This is what Esau is truly about here. You understand? Came peaceably. You understand? He came crouching to make truce, to make peace, because they understood. Demetrius, all of them, they understood, because in this time period here, even though we were under the captivity, men like Judas were lions in war. You understand? Powerful men, smaller number of men, destroying entire armies. You understand? And they knew that, right? You read and you will see that it had different I would like to believe it was Rome and the Greeks. They were trying to make truce and form alliances with Judas and his army. That's how formidable they were, right? But that not a sidetrack. The main point is that this is how Esau is. They are conniving, backbiting, and deceiving. You understand? That is one of the main things, deception. You understand? So he come into thing, pretend like if he can't think a truce. No war, right? That time what? Wait, say in verse 26. Then the king sent Nicanor, one of his honorable princes, a man that bear deadly hate unto Israel. So this man that bear deadly hate come up and he countenances all peace and thing. That time what? War is in his heart, as the scripture say it. Sirach chapter 12 verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. You understand? So as iron rusted, iron rusting is inevitable. You understand? It is going to happen, whether it takes some months or some years or decades. It is inevitable. It is going to rust. Right? That's why I say, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Thine enemy, main enemy being Esau, Edom, and the rest of these heathen nations, they are always going to be thine enemy until, you understand, Esau is going to always have a perpetual hatred, right? Just like Nicanor, he had a hatred for Israel. You understand? A dead hatred for Israel, right? From Esau straight down to the last Edomite, you understand? They will always hate us. You understand? Because of what went down with Jacob and Esau, because he lost his birthright as the firstborn. Verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? Right? So it's saying, though join hand in hand with thine enemy. It said, though he humble himself and go crouching, just like Nicanor, he coming in this peaceful state, beware of him. Because why? That the plot. You understand? That the gimmick, that the facade, that the show. Understand? That how he going to catch you. The greatest way to overthrow an enemy is to first make him thy friend. Right? That basic strategy. In order to overthrow somebody, just like Samson and Delilah. You understand? You tap into their mental, right? Because you become close to them, as close as you could possibly be. And what does happen? You're gonna know the secrets. You're gonna begin to know the secrets, the ins and the outs. You're gonna get to know the real them, and by them giving you all this information, you're gonna become transparent to them. You understand? Making it so much easier for them to overthrow you. You understand? Because say what? He come and Judas greet him peaceably. You understand? But it's a good thing the Spirit of the Lord was upon them men. And you know, they see through that and slay them 5,000 men. Right? Precept is Psalms 55. Psalms chapter 55 verse 19. It says, power shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of soul. Selah, because they have no changes, therefore they fear not power. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Right? So the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. Enticing words. Right? A perfect example of this would be the two major religions in the youth today, Christianity and Islam. Look at the way they speak. You understand? Look at the way they speak. Yeah, even on TikTok, you know, TikTok, no matter where FYP is, TikTok tends to shove Islam down your throat. Islam, and everybody watches stats. Islam is the growing religion right now, currently, right? And you listen to the way that they speak, enticing words, right? Especially Christianity, right? The way they preach, the way they dress is a show, right? Look at their churches. These richest pastors, that have wealth and things. When you really watch this setup, it don't look like no ordinary church. It just look like what? An auditorium. An auditorium is where plays, you understand, does take place. That's what auditorium is. A show, right? That is a place where shows take place. So that's all it is, a big show. And a lot of these people as watching our video, the man was basically saying how much acres of land he have and how big the mansion is and all these things, and he literally boasting it in the face, and they was just laughing, not realizing that they are the ones that gave him that, and now they poor still and he rich. You understand? But nevertheless, their words were smoother than butter, yet war was in their heart. So yeah, they could come and talk good, but their heart, it's far from what they're saying, right? They don't have good intentions. The only reason they're treating you good is to catch you. Just like Esau today. Esau ain't treating you niggas good because he love you. He treating you niggas good. So all they could what? Or they could still be in a slave mentality. You understand? So he went from beating you physically to what? He said that you're free. So now you have the opportunity to work hard and get your own. What do you think that mean? That just mean he gonna benefit off of your labor. And where you get this is random statistic, you get 10% of your earnings for all the hard work you put during your life, and he gonna reap 90. Right, they're gonna reap 90%. Just a random statistic. But the scripture say what? You have sown much and reap little. Right? Esau had these niggas thinking that is a equality and is a love and forgiveness and bygones be bygones. He just do that so that he could continue to get what he want from you in a different way. Right? And is the most evil way too. You understand? Because what we were saying in the beginning of the video, the best way to overthrow somebody is to overthrow enemies to first become their friend. And that's what he do. He making you think that all is friends. You understand? And watch what that cause. Where Jake is today. Jake in the LGBT community, Jake in the feminism community, the atheist community, Christian, Islam, all other religions, they highly indoctrinated in this government voting thing. You understand? Politics. They in everything else deeply plugged into this society, and they have totally forgotten their power and themselves. You understand? And that is what Esau wanted, for you to continue to be destroyed. Right? Thine enemies have made a tumult against thee. Let us cut them off from being a people, that the name of Israel be no longer in remembrance. You understand? That is what they wanted, and that is what they did. You understand? Destroyed our people. They don't know who they is. All they know is that there's a citizen of America, or there's a citizen of Trinidad, or there's a citizen of Jamaica, or whatever they want to call themselves. You understand? War is in his heart. Let's bring out our last precept. Genesis chapter 3 verse 1, and said, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Yahweh powers had made. And he said unto woman, yea, hath power said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. So the serpent was what? More subtle, right? Was more subtle than any beast in the field. The son Esau is the most deceiving, the most deceptive thing on the face of the earth. look up the word.
Strong's H, 6175. Arum. Arum.
It's a subtle.
Second entry. Arom. Arom.
Right, it's a subtle, right? Shrewd, crafty, sly, sensible, crafty, shrewd, sensible, prudent, but crafty and sly. We say they have taken crafty counsel against thee. You understand? The sly, the cunning. You understand? Just like the certain beasts, how they just camouflage into nature to catch their prey. You understand? That is how Esau do it. That is how Esau does do it. Right? They had an ability, right? More subtle than any beast, subtle than any beast of the field, which Lord Powers had made. You understand? So out of everything that have life, Esau is the most crafty, the most cunning, the most deceptive. Right? Scripture says never trust thine enemy. And here it is Jake in the den of the lion. You understand? Jake is in the serpent's nest. You understand? Jake has put himself in complete danger. You understand? In the house of his enemy. Scripture says, blessed is the man that sitteth not in the counsel of the ungodly. Jake is in the midst of the counsel of the ungodly. You understand? You know, with that, who this was edifying, giving up praises and glory to the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Makakodash. Shalom.